Alright, game started. VOD watchers. Hey, we're doing Perfume as build. Why? I don't know. I just think it's cool. I thought it'd be better to do a more simplified playthrough, because I've been playing with the God's Good Apostle, and I thought it'd be probably better for the sake of content to play something that has a more focused stat investment, like maybe Perfumer isn't the best for that. Like, I was thinking Dragon Cultist Bestial, one of the people that's like mono stat dependent. So I landed on Perfumer, which is the multi-stat dependent. Or as the game developers say, multi-attribute dependent. Sure. Alright, what have we got? Can make the hair work, I guess, honestly. Unicorn. Just a little bit more than a stipple, I think, would work for this guy. He's been in his lair making perfumes. I'm not really seeing too much of a difference at all. You know, a little bit. I'm not going to bother with the faces, we're never looking at that. But I am going to do some tattooage. Let's see, what could it be, like a perfume-born incident? I could, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Perfume. What I found from my gallivanting around is that I figured out differences between these remnants. The imbued sword key, that's only going to be useful for that one area in Liurnia. Memory stone, generally not going to be too useful, especially on a perfumer, because I don't think I ever want to be strolling through like 10 different spells at any given moment. Sacred Tear, that's going to be like kind of mostly useful in the beginning, but we're only going to be wanting flasks for health for the most part. So I don't think that's going to be especially useful on someone that's not even like really much of a caster. Golden Seed, that might be better early on, however it's really easy to get a bunch if I really feel like grabbing them. So my gut's kind of telling me that Sacred Tear would be best for just healing more early, or Imbued Sword Key would be nice to just explore what's in those bell rifts. Is that what they're called, bell rifts? Or alternatively, we could get one of the remnants to grab an easy talisman early on, but those are, we just kill some bosses and we get those easy. I do have a good idea of what we can get from each one of these, so I'm not really thinking I'm interested in too many of them. I know Warding Remnants for like some of the more defensive things. Enchanted Remnant, that's for, I don't really remember. Heirloom, these are for the stab boosting item talismans. This is for the more offensive, like Ritual Sword, Red Branch, the weapon talismans. So on that note, we get the humorous thing from that, so that's not really much of a brainer. Cupfumer. We have cup fumes. I want people to absorb my fumes. Sniff them.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
Wow, that's crazy. Military service, yeah, it's not useful. Forward. What is this? Sparks. So I'm playing more of like a hunter-gatherer kind of character. Double check if there's any like perfumer gimmicks over here that I don't remember. Let's see what God's good. Yeah, I think it's good. Status. I guess it's sleep I need it for next now that I think about it. Not really. Right. I thought that was something different for a sec. Not bad, gang. What? Interesting. Alright. No time, like, hang on. Can't even kick. We're here, motherfucker. This is the triple shot, right? Right. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Obviously gonna start off with the perfumer. I may have made a personal error, for it does not appear that the perfumer talisman is in here. Lol. Uh, uh, I guess that's good too. Intended loss, I suppose. Okay, it actually works. I think the Omen Killer set. Yeah, Perfumer's Ruins in that one area. Perfumer's Grotto. Is that one area in Landau? No, that's right here. And the Shaded Castle is where we get the Depraved. Okay. Is the castle from inside of yours? Okay, we got our bottles all from new DLC, so I already have a pulley. Trishia's treasure quest. I don't know what that is. Apologies. Fire Spark, this is Faith and Arcane. Arcane exclusively almost. So we have very mixed up stats. However, it appears as though our main attribute is Arcane. One sec. So my thoughts, this arrow talisman, the quiver talisman, that's going to be very useful early on. However, I believe it is going to drop off in usefulness as we get further along in the game. Because getting resources will kind of just become more of a hassle, be a liability. So, by using the talisman slot instead on 306, okay. You'll basically just be lowering our damage output or survivability by one talisman, is what I was about to say.
Please, no.
So, That said,
No
Perfumer
secrets
is going
lie
to be
with
really
me, not a
unique
one.
because of a lot of what we are
Please
going to
take
be
the
doing
key.
is going to focus on, what was I going to say? Focus on item crafting rather than uh, learning spells or finding new items. We're going to be scavengers in a sense. So we're going to have to get really creative with how we play because of our lack of options. Perhaps not lack of options, but less abundance of options.
Wait, well.
So lack of
Oh,
options.
we're finished. The curse, I beg you. You must keep it. And then please. I chose the medallion. It's only a good for dear.
Thank you. Let's see how we can take on the open killer. He's a excuse me, where's my oh, because I already had flask. Here we go. Arrows reach and arrows sting. I probably should focus on because crossbow is going to be very helpful early game for us. So we get like Sword of Milos or something like that. Something else that scales with Arcane. I don't know if I'm going to be dipping into Fate because I kind of want to commit to this kind of scavenger playstyle. Definitely going to need a better sidearm for close range staggering. This isn't great for that. Actually curious what the damage values are on these. It's basically just the difference between fire and physical, unless something resistance either. Which I'm not sure what the killers are. 94. 202. This is 55 here. Okay. As we think about switching the items, the bottom is the same thing as well as damn. Uplifting. I noticed last time the archery leaves are no longer considered rare items. They're just like common now. At least in terms of like visual on screen. So that makes me quite excited to know that I can just get those normally. That would be limited as hell. Until like mountaintops. You can't jump into the crossbow. Do we do the uplifting? Because whether or not you use uplifting at this point is heavily dependent on how easy it's going to be to get archery leaves. Apologies. All Cultist blooms are very important for all of these. Never really used perfume myself, so this is pretty interesting for me. I think we go for the poison pot and spray mist. There we go. Doing a lot of damage, honestly. How did I just look like that group of boys? Crossbow's actually a lot. Poison seems to go really fast. Oh yeah, wait, the spray this poison lasts the least amount of time, but doesn't know. I forgot. That might be enough. No? What? Come on. 3 pots. That was a lot. I mean, that was bad. I had range. Oh, wait. There's gonna be I mean, I totally forgot I had this. Hang on. Oh, that's really helpful. I guess the crossbow is bad for damage. But still. Oh my god. Allergies today, hang on. Sorry, Jesus Christ. I let my cat sleep with me Saturday, and yesterday on Sunday I was outside a lot, and it's like just barely the turn of the season. So I've just been like a little bit more allergic because of, or no, I guess it had a delayed effect because I had a lot of fresh air yesterday, but as soon as I got inside, what the hell? Oh, that was the. I'm thinking this playthrough is gonna be interesting because like it's basically just gonna be all vanilla stuff, just like different. So with that in mind, I think my first step probably getting to. Whoops. Probably getting to where is it? I'm trying to remember. What is it called? Weeping Peninsula. Because there's going to be a lot of items there for bolts. Bone bolt. These all do the same amount of damage except the status bolts, but they're status bolts, so you know. Probably do better if we bought them from somewhere, but also like that's kind of mean, you know. Mushroom's gonna be a huge thing to get. Whitefish mushrooms. they scale with Arcane now, apparently. With that in mind, I probably should have went and grabbed my talismans. For now, I think it's best that we just head... No, let's head to the Minor Erd Tree, actually. And we could take that to the Bloom Grave. We don't have to do too much work. Alright, why do you go so slow whenever I'm shooting? I don't gotta line up my shot that good, bro. It's fine. Certain distance makes sense. I think I definitely want to upgrade the crossbow a lot, though. It's kind of cool. Plus, they gave it. Might have to invest a little in Vex so this doesn't get weak. Because I like it a lot. Unless the arcane affects the damage too, actually. We'll see. We got a lot of runes, so it's not unrealistic to... I went the wrong way. Now we can start making sleep bolts. Technically, I don't even really think these bone bolts are going to be that great because they have less base power than the like bot ones, but they're going to be more sustainable. We don't have to use runes to buy them. So we can focus more on leveling up with the expensive damage. It's basically just be more survivable while still being fine on its stats, since that's going to be a lot of what the spell's going to be around. In fact, there'd be some tiny beast bones over yonder. Hunter. The last one go. There it is. Hell yeah. Sleep bolts. Wait, what does this say? Crossbow made with poise and power streams. The complex mechanism which required advanced mathematical and mechanical understanding. The craft was likely to be made by a certain genius who learned golden order fundamentalism. This was made by Radagon? Bruh. Ow. Yeah, I think the arcane with a little bit of dex is gonna be the strat for this. Oh, that's a golem. Okay, sleep bolts ain't gonna be doing much here. Let's do it. Yeah. Shit. I got to level up. No, I'm not worried anymore. stamina though. That did increase the damage. Okay. Alright, interesting. Leaving. Which one is this? I know the other one is just the... Oh. In that case... Holy crossbow. Oh yeah, I forgot to craft the Hallows. Level 1 first. What did I say? This one. Sure. Well, yeah. Not too sure about this one. Let's focus on this. How about? Sure. Hmm. Does that show up on here? No. Okay. Alright. So, it begins. Aeonian Butterfly, Eye Bugalock, Brave Violet, Blood Rose, Crystal Bud. What's the point of this? Mm. No, I'm fine. Okay, let's. We get Miranda powder from the guys down there. The big flowers, as it were. Right under the bridge there. We inflict sleep so fast we don't even actually inflict sleep. Okay, is there anything back here that can sneak up on me? I don't think so. Get into that mine quick so we can upgrade the bolt. Not the bolt, the crossbow. Just died. That's nice. Just checking something. Wrong, sir. Too far back. Oh Lord, just fucking guard. How much stamina do you have? That much. I forgot I had these. There you are. Probably still in there. Man. Right here, bolts of pressure, pots for punishment. I feel like that's the vibe. I think you could grab those Energy Fireflies soon so I can get some rod build up and get this party started, dude. That I like constantly, so keep misjudging how far back I go. How about I do the next dungeon with just the perfume stuff? Ow. Dick. Ooh. To a new area. All right, getting into a good rhythm. Yeah, what was in that shack, actually? I don't think I checked. Sure. Rune. Oh, right. God, you had to open it like that. Is it the Misbegotten that's still the boss, or was it something else? I totally forget. Get water. Bust this door down. And that one. I actually did poison everything down here already. Pickaxe. Oh, that. I was about to say, I don't think I killed any. Yeah, right, I forgot no random weapon drops. Oh my god, one sec. I don't want to see anyone trying any funny business now, partner. For sure gonna be able to upgrade the pulley. And maybe even the perfume bottle. This is the one I'm stuck with forever, so... I forgot to actually mix the physics. And I'm out of health. Is this just a misbegotten food? Yeah, I'm fine. Forget where this takes me. Mourn. Okay. Right, you just get to skip the whole first part of the castle. Goodness. Should I try to take on the Leone Misbegotten? Just for the runes. Nothing more. I just want to talk. Can I get to a red tail? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Okay, that was easy. Awesome. Is that a faith or an arc weapons? Okay. Lame. Yeesh. I assume most of the Architect's weapons are just listed on. Yeah. Ripple Blade, sold by Adia. Milos, Crescent Halberd, Fire Spark, Fumal, Fume Barrel, Almander, Pulley, Jar Cannon. Okay. Mat, weapon mat. Spirit. Nice. Yeah, I was curious. Sure. Interesting. Just totally press the wrong button. see. What to do? I think we head for the Frenzy Flame Village. Grab some Eyes of Ugala. Ugala is nuts. Me neither. Reloaded. I could go Greybird right here. Let me do that, one sec. Also, I probably shouldn't have the Perfume equipped. I mean, we can cancel just at all. Is it even nighttime right now? No? Okay. Like just being able to shoot for fun. Oh wait, this guy right here. You're gonna be a thorn in my side for evasion. Evasion complete. Almost. There we go. I'll send you back to where you belong, monster. Wherever you are. There he is. Arcane weapons, come on, baby. You gotta. I seek your eyes. I can take this guy. Oh yeah, let's just fucking do it. Come at me. Son of a bitch. Or Apologies, daughter of a bastard. Angle, I meant to say. Cool. Yeah, there. Okay. Be on my way. My nose is leaking up there. Damn it. Alright. Do I have any craftables actually? Just randomly playing around. I got a combat one actually. What have we got? Nothing crazy. Crusade. Forgot. Grave lads, we can get those in the basement. Just the basement. Boulder Boom, there's a couple places in Lindengrave to get those pretty easily. One that I remember, one that I don't. Just down the hill this way, I think. Not seeing things get applicable things ever. That does worry me a little bit. That perhaps the description was lying about at least being able to get afflicted madness. Oh, they're just dying too fast, which also possible. It does damage to them and does some of their stats, I think. Let me make those. Tarnished sunflowers and mushroom. Okay. I can make the death. No? I didn't pick up any grave pilots yet? Where are the great violets? I haven't picked anyone yet. It's crazy. Who's hiding? Where? Okay, weird. We were hiding. But seriously, no great violets. Oh, that works. Ah. Honestly, I totally forgot about the perfume bottle. My fumes. What does this do? Holy. Has less buildup, actually. Flame is gonna be good, though, so. What? It worked? And where was the madness? Deathlight makes them just like do less damage and take more, right? I'll go. I cannot believe that just worked. Silver. White. What? Okay, wait, it's probably the status. Hang on. Totally. Death gauge is full. Infinite enemies. Increased damage, reduced distances. Stat build up. Okay. Okay. Defense and status resistance down. So my idea then is that we go from the death build-up into defense afterwards, since the death build-up seems to actually be working. Wrong area. Hang on. God damn it. I think we got hit with balls there. actually doing damage or not. Madness proc, I mean. Wake up. I know you're in there. Okay. Hello, sir. Bitch. I don't know how I feel about lives. Let's do this. scanning. Knew it. Got the mix the physics. Hang on. Wrong. Whatever. Let's do this. It's gonna be an annoying ass fight. Madness off, yep. I'm fucked. Well, the strat works. Undeniably. Oh yeah, how have you guys been enjoying the outdoor ambience? Right now I'm hearing the car horn. That's from real life. God damn it! Jesus Christ. This is a fun enemy to fight. I'm enjoying myself. Can't you see I'm having fun? Is that coming through on the mic? What the hell is going on? To be more organized. Almost. Help! I think we could just go Stormdale. Get it? Would you? Or, Fort Height might be a good option for blood roses, actually. Yeah, actually. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do it. No? Okay. Whatever, man. Well, where am I? Should probably grab some golden sunflowers while I'm here. No, I don't think about it, actually. I really don't like dealing with undead enemies. Especially since they're a bit trickier to hit with the crossbow and they don't take a whole lot from it. Oh, I also forgot to upgrade the crossbow. Lord. By the gods, bro.
You're no matter how you.
This is a somber weapon. I think that's. I'm like 10 off.
No matter.
I'm ending stream. Okay. I put oddly high stakes on that. Actually, you know what I should do before I do any of that? I should grab the goddamn secret piers. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Fuck. I got a plus 5 crossbow. I got miserable happening already. This has a B in arcanes. Hey. Probably also going to want to focus on Perfume model since that's going to be on the 11 for a really long time before we get into enchantments and handles and stuff like that. I don't even know if that's going to be really useful, honestly. Mostly just because of the crossbow. But this thing is kind of bad. I don't think it's going to come to the usual problem where it's going to hit a damage ceiling early because it's got the scaling now. Which is always going to be nice and helpful. Give me the tier. Give me. Yeah. Nice thing about doing the Deathlight stuff is that we're going to be doing a lot of different types of statuses at once. Which means a lot of gimmicky damage. Without having to dip our toes into anything aside from the game, it's going to be crazy. Why I probably just should have went and picked up the blood roses, actually. Now that I'm putting more thought into it. Blood loss is going to be a big source of damage. Hell yeah. That much low. Yes. Let me double check this. Yeah. Mistwood. Yep. Gimme. Hey, Rick. Not a bad idea. Whoa.
Dear customer,
Give me your
will
bell.
you please? I'm hungry.
Bye. Someone is outside playing with their motorcycle. God damn. I need is the rim, which we can do pretty easily. Sport trip to mountaintops. Yeah, great job.